What's up, guys? My name is Reagan.
My name's Russell.
And you are here on the first official episode / podcast of the Girth Gang. This is pretty unorganized and shit, but you know, very pretty, just like you.
Oh,
we're getting fucked up. We have our drinks and stuff.
Show them what they're drinking, boy.
This is a Club Tales Sunny Margarita because I am very cheap and frugal. It is,
and this is very, very kind of expensive whiskey.
Yeah, because he likes to spend money and I don't.
I don't either. But
you can get 3 of these for $4.50 at the gas station down the road from me. I don't know about.
I got this for like $47 at Brown Creek.
And it's about gone, bro. All right. Anyways, so it's weird because we're not very serious people, but we have some serious shit to talk about today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mix mash of a bunch of things. We don't take things very seriously, but we got serious topics.
So, this is basically for the high school kids that have shit parents, have, no skills, they want to die. What the fuck should you do with your life? There's actually a shit ton of different options apart from being a drug dealer or, just
stripper
or a stripper or trying to become like a SoundCloud rapper or something. This is this is genuine shit that you should probably focus on and start thinking about before you graduate.
And before we get started, I would like to say this is, of course, for people who don't know what to do with their lives, but this is also for people who were like me and were focused on one thing since 7th, 8th grade. Try to keep your options open and try to actually listen to what we have to say about everything instead of just focusing on the one topic that you think that you want to do.
It's probably going to be pretty unbearable at times because I'm kind of buzzed.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know. We're just not very serious people, so this is, out of our comfort zone a little bit. But, it's not going to be like a script. We're not going to be like reading verbatim some stupid studies and shit from a fucking website or something.
This is going to be shit that we've learned from our experience.
First of all, the easiest thing to do in life is just to not be poor.
Yeah.
But
you gotta kind of be born into that kind.
Most people, like my fucking ass, I'm poor still, and I've been working for 6 damn years.
Yeah.
So the first topic we're gonna do is the most common one that your parents and your teachers is going to recommend, and that shit is college. There are many pros and cons of the college life. Now, I never did it because whenever I was wanting to do it, I was interested in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Going to work for the government, protecting fucking documents and shit.
That would have been badass.
See, that would have been sick as fuck.
Yeah.
So, in like 2014 or something, they established the Tennessee Promise, whatever, and then
something I never got to capitalize on because I had already enlisted.
Yeah. I was looking into it, and the only school that taught that was like Tennessee Tech or something like that. And
I bet they didn't take
exactly, and it was the only school that wasn't listed on the Tennessee Promise.
Really?
Yes, it was the only one. And I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to be a damn nurse. I don't want to be a damn doctor. I don't want to join the military. I just want to fucking, do electronic shit like that.
Which, you're already good with computers and shit anyway.
Yeah, that's just because I like making music and streaming. That's the only damn reason I'm good at it, is because I just sit here hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and learn. But I was genuinely wanting to do cool shit like that, fucking learn to hack and shit and counter hack and all that. But no, the actual cool careers that, not the average Joe is going to be interested in isn't going to be fucking a part of the free thing or whatever. Anyways, college. Here are some pros of it.
Cool.
Would you like to read the pros?
So, the pros in college, where does it start? So, the first pro of college, having a degree will help you get a job to a degree. But in this day and age, with everybody pushing the degrees, everybody wants to go to college or everybody needs to go to college and blah blah blah. What you're left with is a bunch of fields saturated with a bunch of people with degrees
And no jobs. Or interest in said jobs, but every damn place
no availability.
is already full. Yeah.
And so, like,
I mean,
the thing is, if you're applying with a place, if you're applying at some company or whatever the hell with a degree, you got to expect 13 other people with that
hell
exact
of competition.
Degree.
You know, so make sure that resume is
yeah.
fat and sassy. Mm-hmm. Because, okay, so yes, there's a lot of competition with that because so many people push it and, you know, so many people can afford it. Another pro is meeting different people who are also similar to you. That's like outside of your hometown and like, you know, like outside of the people that you know in your clique and stuff.
Especially in universities, if you do somehow get into the money with that. Or if you want to take out the loans and everything else and actually go to an a big college like that. I don't want to say accredited because most of them are.
You know, UT is,
yeah.
You know,
but
pretty,
if you're going to UT or something like that, where they actually have frats and big ass dormitories and stuff like that.
Of course, there's going to be a lot of stupid whores and shit.
There's going to be a lot of stupid everything. Not just whores, stupid people, stupid parties, stupid whatever the hell.
Yeah, and it's perfectly fine if you want to park.
It's like high school 2.0.
Exactly. If you want to do that shit, if you want to party, that's fine as long as you get your shit together.
Paying for that. Exactly. Don't put yourself in a lifetime of debt.
I don't want to pay $50,000 a year just to go get fucked up and do coke and have some horse suck my dick. You know, exactly. And it's a hell of a lot less than $50,000. So, and also you get a lot of connections and references. Like my girlfriend, one of her college professors actually was her, like one of her references for her Q clearance level security fucking government job. And
bunch of complicated bullshit.
Exactly. That shit took a year to get. That's, you know, later on. But, you know, you can meet some really cool people there. You can meet some smart fucking people that are going to go places, you know. And, you know, there's a lot of potheads, a lot of alcoholics, and, you know, there's people that are going to sit there and have an hour-long meeting about the benefits of DMT and all that shit and how it's life-changing and how it opens your mind. But it's a pretty cool experience. I've never done it, but I've heard from people, and I know people that went. But a lot of the times, what I hear is people dropping out.
Yes.
Or your fucking grants running out or something.
Yes.
You know, they go and it's not what they want exactly, so they just stop going. So now they're just fucking in debt. Or it's
just a lot more than what they expected.
Yeah. So you have to expect this shit to be some work because it's going to be some fucking work. You know, you have your associates and bachelors and masters. All that shit takes like years.
By the time you hit your master's degree, your ass should be discovering something new in your field. That's basically what they expect you.
Yeah. So, okay, the cons. Depending on what you do, you have a fucking lifetime of debt.
Depending on what you do, where you go, and yeah, basically. So, if you're going for feminist gender studies or underwater basket weaving, don't expect to get a fucking $250K job a year.
Underwater basket weaving? What the fuck does that mean? It's a real thing. No, it's not.
Get bullshit.
Shit bull. What do you say? Okay. Yes.
But seriously, it is a real thing.
You are still going to have debt. But depending on the field that you choose, if you go the doctor route versus the, you know, film major fucking liberal politics.
Yeah.
All right, you know, it's going to be easier to pay for that shit when you're a doctor.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah. So
find a foundation. Find something to build that. Take care of your debts first and then study whatever actually interests you. If that makes any sense. Still go for what interests you. Don't get me wrong. But after you get that initial degree and something that will
be realistic about what you want to do.
Yes.
You know, you're not going to be able to be a journalist in something. If you go to school for journalism or whatever, you spend 2 years there, you know, just learning how to fucking write shit. I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing that. There's a lot of successful journalists about it. But you want to go to like engineering or something.
If you're going to something like journalism, don't expect a blog to hire you right out on the spot. You're going to have to work your ass off just as much, if not harder, to even find a job like that.
So, okay, so this one is, you know, when you're actually in in college and stuff. You know, you're still gonna have to eat. You're still gonna have a car and shit to get around. You're still gonna have bills to pay.
You're still gonna have to have a place to stay. If you're staying in the dormitories, you have to pay for that.
And sometimes you know, your tuition will cover some things, but a lot of the times it doesn't. And you know, you probably have to get like a part-time job and stuff. So you're gonna have to participate in extracurricular activities. You're gonna have to get good grades so you can pass. You're gonna have to have a job, and most of all, you're gonna be fucking tired because you like, you know, have like 4 hours of sleep. Then your entire day is always fucked up, and your schedules are fucked too. You know, sometimes you'll have like an 8 a.m. class, and then sometimes you have like a 9 p.m. class and stuff. So the work-study balance
on top of work, some 8 to 12 hour shifts every single day because you still have to eat, you still have to sleep, you still have to do whatever. So it's a very delicate balance, and you have to figure out what you're willing to give up in order to achieve your goals. And it goes back to the party and shit. I understand wanting to party and having a good time. I mean, look at us right now.
We're just talking bullshit.
Yeah. But school comes first no matter what. Fuck your friends, fuck your partying, fuck whatever the hell. They're not the ones paying for you. They're not the ones putting their ass in debt for you to go party.
Yeah. And also, this refers back to our statement before where it said, you know, the easiest thing is to not be poor. So if you have rich parents that's going to take care of your living situation altogether, then do whatever the fuck you want, you know? But if you're the average Joe, like my ass or his ass, you're going to have to fucking work for your shit while you do college. And there's a lot of badass single moms that take care of their fucking kids, work, pay their mortgage, and go to college. And
shout out to the single dads.
Yeah, or dads. I salute you motherfuckers. That shit is difficult. And if you are also raising your family well and raising your kids well and, you know, teaching them to be respectful, loving, generous people, then I fucking appreciate you because we barely have any of those left in the world.
Yes, sir.
So...
Shout out to our single parents.
And okay, there's still cliques and drama and nonsense. And like he said, it's basically high school 2.0. But also you don't have any wiggle room with your college teachers, for professors, for the most part. You know, sometimes they're just tired, hungover, they don't want to deal with it, so they just, you know, fucking give you an A for the day, whatever. But also, if you don't do your fucking work like you're supposed to, and, you know, dude's in a bad mood or in a serious mood, it's probably not going to work out very well for you.
One other thing with the teachers and the professors and stuff, chances are, depending how big the college that you're going to is, there's more than one teacher teaching that same field. If you don't feel like you're getting what you need out of one teacher, or if you get that teacher that is at the very beginning of the day, very first day of school, they're bragging about how hard their classes are. They're sitting there talking,
Mr. Bird in high school.
They're over there talking about, 75% of you guys probably aren't going to pass. That doesn't mean the class is hard. It means they suck at teaching.
Yeah.
If you don't... if it's beginning to look like that, do not be afraid to try to switch classes. Try to find a different teacher. Try to find what works best for you. Because, again, you are the one paying for it. Fuck what anyone else says. Fuck what the professor says. Find what works best for you.
Yeah. So, in reference to...
Yeah, okay.
So, in reference to something we said earlier, is, you know, everybody having degrees and shit, you know, they're actually kind of obsolete in a way because so many different places require it all the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're a fancy genius nuclear science engineer and you're going to design the next fucking bomb that's going to, you know, destroy the world into pieces with like a snap of your finger or whatever, you know, those dudes make some money up at Oak Ridge National Laboratories. You fucking work for the government and shit, you're gonna make some money.
Yeah.
But if you're just going for like accounting and stuff, depending on where you go,
some sort of business degree or whatever,
exactly, which
you could potentially be putting yourself into a lifetime of debt just to come out making $11 an hour like I do, or doing the same shit I do, doing whatever the hell.
Well, I think it would be more like an office setting or whatever. If you get like a business degree, sometimes, you know, there's like sales and stuff. But if you just get like a general business study thing, or whatever, you know, you're probably gonna be making $40,000 a year if you're lucky. You know, and you know, you have a fucking like $150,000 in student loans, you're not ever really gonna get that
But
paid
it
off.
touches back to the previous thing that we said. Degrees don't really mean anything, but they do.
They do if you choose the right one.
If you choose the right one, yes.
So, and also, it's extremely expensive most of the time. There's a whole bunch of different options that you have to get, like scholarships and stuff, like cans donating and writing essays.
Writing essays, $100 each essay. You can write 100 essays. There you go, $1,000.
But is it worth it though? All that extra work that you're doing just to go fucking study,
And that all depends on you.
Yes.
How much work you are willing to put into it. If college is something that you want to do, if that is something you want to go through with,
just
by
for the
all
flex, then do it. And apparently they say that 12 credit hours are required to graduate, but you actually need 15. I don't have any experience with that. That was just some information I was told.
I've got a little bit of college credit through my military training and stuff like that. But as far as actual college credit hours and everything, I have no idea how that works. So I'm going to have to take her word for that.
Yeah. So I assume, they tell you a certain amount of classes / credits you have to take, but just try to do a little bit more if you can
That's
each year.
pretty much what they want you to do, is how it seems to go. They'll give you the bare minimum and they want you to exceed it somewhat.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, like, oh look, and fucking manufacturing, in my experience, here's a target that you're supposed to run every day, your quota, but do better.
Yeah.
Do better, we're gonna have a problem. We have to get ahead.
Here's what you should do. You better do better than that.
Yeah, you better do better. So basically, college wrapped up in like a sentence. Choose the right thing, be responsible, and don't fuck it up just because you want to party, right? Yeah.
It's so easy to waste so easy to throw $50,000 down the drain, $100,000 down the drain. It don't matter. However much you're paying for it.
And if you hear people say that those are like the golden times of your life, you're just supposed to live it up, I say fuck no. That's like,
they're not paying for it.
Exactly. Your high school is like the most like memorable time of your life. You do all your fucked up shit.
That's where all your stupid shit comes in. You're not tried as an adult. You can get away with everything.
Dog. If anybody fucking fucks with you or like squares up to
that's
you,
your time to beat their ass.
Beat their fucking ass because you can't get arrested, bro. You might get sent to juvie or like some.
But you ain't gonna do 5-10 years.
Fuck
for
no! You fucking walking on the street now, and you punch some dude in the face because he called you a faggot, bro. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like then for assault, and then you got court costs, you got fucking lawyer fees.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, they're gonna wring every penny they can get out of your ass.
If anybody's fucking with you,
you gotta pay for your food in jail.
Real? No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That comes out.
Of what?
Whatever the fuck.
How the fuck are you supposed to make money when you in jail, dog?
That's not their problem.
That's fucked up. Fuck this government.
That's how it goes. Every little thing they give you, you're paying for it.
That's ridiculous. Anyways, just don't be an idiot if you do choose to go the college route. Now, topic 2 of our discussion sandwich. Fuck you, Facebook. Are trade schools. Now, in my humble opinion, I think this is probably the best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Best bang for your buck. Most reward versus time allotted to get whatever you need. They take like 9 months to a year, or whatever, and you don't have to drop $100,000 plus just to get an education.
Just to get a little bit of experience in it.
Yeah. So you learn exactly what you need to do to get the jobs that you want. So you choose electrician, you choose welder, you're going to learn all the shit that you need to become a proficient electrician / welder in those classes that you take. It's also the best way to get into the job, that you're interested in. If you have a friend or whatever that's like a welder, he can recommend you. They're not just going to hire you because you did some fucking welding in your garage on your damn, 1985, fucking Cutlass Supreme or whatever. No, you have to
straight piped it.
Yeah, I straight piped it and then put some fucking skull ends on it. Fucking like weld a skull to the end of my car.
So there's 2 different ways you can go about the trade of the trade. You can go to an actual trade school where they'll teach you to weld, they'll teach you how to be an electrician, they'll teach you how to be a pipe fitter, they'll teach you whatever the fuck you have.
And they pay well.
Basically, yes.
They pay really well, like handsomely.
I'm talking starting out maybe $18 an hour up.
At least. If you're officially certified to do that. And it only goes up from there.
Think of trade school as like a less glorified college.
A less
You're not
glorified...
having to take a bunch of bullshit classes that you don't need. You don't need a science class to learn how to weld. You don't need no math just to fucking...
I'm sure there's science involved in it.
There is science involved in it, but you don't need to know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
You don't need the Pythagoras' theorem just to fucking melt some metal.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you choose that route, which you probably should, if you have a little bit of cash to spare or ways to get said cash.
If push comes to shove, trade school is not a bad route to go. It's never too bad to learn a skill. And an actual skill you can take anywhere. It doesn't matter.
And okay, some other bullshit. You know, they barely even work. Okay, yeah. Fucking electricians at Oak Ridge and shit. You know, they work for like an hour, maybe if that, and then they just sit around and play fucking rummy and cards all day.
Cool.
That's it. That's all they do. Yes. They make $26 to $30 an hour. You know, they work. They they fit a pipe somewhere, or they weld something on, and then they just go into a room and sit there and play cards. And shit. And if it's raining, you don't gotta do shit.
Oh, they ain't doing dick.
Yeah. If it's raining, storming, they just sleep. The people that sleep, bro. These people sleep. Hi, I love you. So
I got a visitor.
In my lazy ass, useless opinion, I believe that that's the best route that you can take. And then also truck driving. You know, you're gone for like a month at a time or something. But you know,
it entirely depends on what trucking company you're.
Drugging company.
Drugging company.
It was a
what
cartel.
trucking company? What trucking company you're going through? So, when I was first getting out of the military, I was looking at a trucking job that was $54,000 to $60,000 a year. It was Monday through Friday, weekends guaranteed off. I wouldn't even have to go out of state. But
if you get like a big old contract, you know, or you want to start making some good money, if you're wanting to go
like across states or even across nations, go to shipping to Canada and shit,
you're gone for at least a month at a time.
Yeah, you're sleeping in your the bed of your truck. You're stopping at truck stops
to fuck a hooker on the side of the road and shit.
A lot lizard.
A lot lizard. Because you're so damn lonely. You know, you have no family at home because who the fuck wants to date a truck driver or you know be married to a truck driver that's gone for 3 months at
Tennessee Truck Driving School. Call it
865-330-0035. It's a good job if you're a lonely motherfucker or
you like to drive.
Or yes, oh god, dude, I would love to fucking learn to drive because I already drive manuals, so it'd be super fucking sick to drive an 18 speed, whatever it is.
An 18 wheeler, ball.
18 wheeler, but you know,
let me be your your runner.
If your family is like, if you have like a family history of it, then that's cool. Or if you don't want to have like a wife and kids with like a healthy relationship, then I completely.
If you hate your family, become a trucker.
Yeah, if you hate your wife and kids, you're 25 or 30, are already miserable with 3 kids at home, and you want to die.
Another pro.
Get on the road.
You get the cool ass lingo.
Lingo.
This here's a rubber duck.
Hi, man, it's a sea biscuit. You know, got a fucking 46,000.
I got me a Smokey and 2 polar bears on my ass end.
CB radios, dude, they're so much fun. Bro, did you know?
Let's get one and we'll talk to truckers.
Did you know Bert's dad had one?
Really?
Whenever he was sitting in his fucking weed smoking room, he'd just be like, break a 29. Damn, that bitch is fine, whatever. Yeah. No,
that's badass.
Okay, anyways. And most of these jobs that are in trade schools, besides trucking, are like union based.
Yes.
And unions, dog, you get fucking.
That's a whole.
You get pensions. Yes, you have to pay some union dues. You have to pay some shit up front or whatever, but you make a bunch of money.
What you're paying for is
worth it. Unlike college, in my opinion, where you know you just pay some fucking shit staying at an office to sit there and just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you pay your union dues, they take care of you. You get free health insurance. You get vacation time and you get pensions.
Guaranteed.
Pensions are different from 401ks.
Yes.
They actually fucking like are worth it because you get paid for the rest of your life or whatever. You'll contribute 4 to 10% of your income, and then after 40, 50 years, you have like 100,000 in there, whatever. But pensions,
and you can have more than one pension.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Go to work for 2-3 different places, have 2-3 different pensions built up.
The only reason I haven't went to a union yet is just because I don't want to take a month off of work for the classes. If you can afford it, I would do it. So that basically wraps up the 2
shorter segments of these.
Trade school. Okay. Our next one is manufacturing. I'm repping this shit company. Piece of shit, fucking shit stain of the world company. Fuck Denso. Fuck you, whoever the hell created it. I'm sure you had good intentions back in the 40s, but
I hope your grave gets defiled.
You're a cock stain, and I want to shit on your head. But okay, so they're relatively easy to get a job in. You make pretty good money depending on where you go
and what you're doing
and what you're doing. I was able to get a pretty comfortable life set up because of it. My girlfriend and I are in the process of closing on a house because, shit credit. I have shit credit, but we're still able to afford all the shit that comes with it. Up to this point, I'm not, unless we get dicked with some fees at the end or something. You get decent health insurance. You get paid vacation. I used to get like 108 hours a year or whatever at Denso. That's 108 hours paid. And also, what's really cool about Denso is you work your fucking life away until December, and then you get 2 weeks off. So you get paid for those 2 weeks off, and then you get an additional check on top of
that's pretty hot.
That, and then so the health insurance, and you get a 401k. I had about 13,000 in the 3.5 years I was full time there, so that's pretty cool. And
the main thing about the trade schools and the manufacturing and all that is pay attention to what you're doing for sure. What you're signing your time away for. You're literally selling yourself for that $11 an hour, $15 an hour.
I make 17 right now.
Either way, but pay more attention to what you're getting out of it besides that. Don't just look at the paycheck. Look at your 401k. Look at the benefits that you're getting.
Yeah.
Pay special attention to that because that's the make or break.
Some places actually offer tuition reimbursement.
Yeah.
At Denso, if you want to become an engineer,
they'll send your ass to school.
Exactly. Yeah. And let's see. There's actually a whole lot of room for growth. Mm-hmm. Those like high tier managers make like 150K a year, and it's really hard to get there. But even just like the bottom tier management pays like 20 plus an hour alone.
With me, I've just got my foot in the door in the whole manufacturing business, and I'm not really in the manufacturing side of it. I work in shipping.
Yes. Oh, okay. I love shipping.
I love shipping.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, logistics in general is awesome.
That's what I've got college credit in.
Yeah. I see. So, when I worked at Premier Truck Group for a month, right, I didn't have a lick of forklift experience.
Really?
And you know what these motherfuckers did to me?
What?
Whenever I first started? They were like, okay, this is a crown lift. It's one of those ones that goes up super high, and this is a regular forklift.
About a crown lift.
Crown. It's like
one of the ones where you stand on it.
Yeah, and then it has like
okay.
Yeah, so
but you see it like Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, but like Home Depot. And
I was using those damn things, bro. They were like, "This is how you go forward. This is how you go backwards. This is how you turn it. This is how you lift it up.
Here's your go, bud."
And I was like, okay. So then I fucking hopped on the damn crown, lifted my fucking fat, scared of heights ass about 50, 60 damn feet in the air, fucking having a back end of shit. I'm sitting there shaking the whole time. I'm like, I've never done this before, and then I have to fucking pick up a heavy ass pallet of batteries. I do pick it up, then the shit's like,
yeah?
I pick it up, and then I'm like, I had no experience in it, but after I got used to it, it was super fun because I was just hopping the forklift.
The other day, we do inventory at the first of every month. Oof. Just the other day, yeah, it sucks, especially since it's usually only shipping guys doing it, and there's 4 people on my shift.
How big's the warehouse?
We've expanded. I'll say that.
Pretty damn big.
Pretty damn big.
Do you have like rows? Where you keep all your stuff?
Okay. Racks.
How many racks do you think you have?
We've got
estimated.
We've got F rack, E rack, D rack, B C rack, B rack, both sides of B rack, both sides of C rack, and A rack.
So if you don't know what inventory is
where you count everything you own ever.
Exactly. So in the system, it's going to show you have X amount of material on hand.
And so we've got all those racks, and they go 4 spaces high, A, B, C, D. Mm-hmm. Fucking just the other day, I got into the carriage that we hook onto the forklift. That way they can do C and D level. Mm-hmm. And fucking, I got in there for the first time the other day, and I was...
Yeah, that shit is fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate heights as it is, and then you're sitting there. Then God, the racks are like this far apart.
Yeah,
dude, they're like this fucking far apart, and then you have to fucking. Okay, you.
It requires skill and finesse.
Yeah, you're not only driving this 50. How fucking like 4-ton damn machine around. Yeah. You have shit on the back of it that costs like potentially millions. So you gotta drive fucking over shit and around shit super carefully, or you're gonna knock shit. You're gonna fucking.
You gotta honk your horn around corners beep, beep. So you don't kill people.
Yeah, if you hit like a rack or something, either that whole damn thing is coming down.
But that's a whole bunch of OSHA training, and everything that you should get trained on.
I did not get trained on any of that.
Your ass. Yeah, I was how I learned how to drive a forklift.
How?
So I drove a 10K standard. I drove.
If it's a boost, then I'll fuck with it. Bro, there's this fucking Facebook meme page I follow. It's called Forklift Memes.
Oh my god.
It's actually forklift.
That's my day to day is fucking around on a forklift.
Yeah, it's fun though.
I very first started on a 10K standard. I did standard diesel, or standard was diesel. I did diesel, electric, and 10K AT. You know what AT is? You know what an AT is?
It was like kerosene.
Kerosene.
Whatever. It was like in tanks. And it's...
I use propane tanks.
Propane, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm using now.
Yeah, it smelled like shit.
Yeah, it smells like a fart. It's like a cloud of a fart following you everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's like...
But have you ever seen an AT forklift?
Like the giant one?
Like the big ass John Deere tractor shit and
Fuck everything? Yeah, they use those at Hatco.
I used those all the time when I was in the military.
Those are huge.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome. But
we get so hyped about forklifts, bro. They're fun.
They are fun.
They are. It's just fun to pick shit up and move it around.
Sometimes if I'm bored or just there's nothing, there's like a lull in the moment, I'll just sit there and spin in circles or something like that. Just.
I used to take empty pallets just, outside. Yeah. I'll just be like, just one little wooden pallet. I'm like,
yeah.
It's fun.
But we had these things, so the vehicle, when you're on the flight line, you have these not big ass, they're like that big wooden blocks. They're called chocks. Chocks. And you use those to put one in front and one behind the drive wheel of your vehicles on the flight line, just so in case the parking brake fails and blah blah blah, the shit doesn't roll off and run into a multi-million-dollar aircraft or whatever the hell.
And you had a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking C-17, C-5, C-130s, KC-130s, KC-135s. I can go on and on.
Enemy AC-130 above.
Yeah. That fucking 120 millimeter cannon.
Yeah.
But so how I learned to drive a forklift was I had to take those two chocks without a spotter, without anybody helping me do shit. I had to take one chalk and stack it on top of the other. perfectly. It couldn't fall, it couldn't lean, it couldn't rock, it couldn't do anything. Just
lean with it, rock with it, lean with it.
And that's when they know that you're ready to actually begin your training. When you can do that, you're starting to get comfortable with it. That's when they know, okay, well, this dude can at least be competent enough to pick up a pallet now. This dude can at least be shown how to load an airplane now, how to load a 60K tonner loader.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, damn, we got off topic.
I know. Screw it.
Anyway, so in manufacturing, I've been a part of it for 5, almost 6 years now. Ever since I turned 18, I'm 23 now. I can't count. So I've actually met some really cool people.
Yeah.
You know, like a majority of my Facebook friends and stuff, you know, people that I talk to on occasion are
when you get into
manufacturing
like
people.
trades or manufacturing,
It's all kind of
general
intertwined.
jobs like that. Yeah. Just general jobs like that, not fucking office work where you're having to do financial shit.
We're not making this a feminist rant.
Fuck women.
Fuck women.
But you should at least mention that, like, if you are a woman going into this field.
If you are a woman going into this field and you're even slightly fucking moderately attractive, bro,
I'm talking, you could just.
I mean, you know, you
have some
could
tits.
have like B cups or something. You know, something even like halfway
Just a
noticeable.
woman. You can be a woman.
You're gonna be
discriminated.
super
You're probably
overly
going-
sexualized.
Yeah.
You know, fucking.
That is the sad truth of it.
Apart from car parts or wood or their boss's ugly ass face yelling at them, that's about the only damn thing, you know, as a man that you're gonna see is like a halfway even attractive, like 8 rank woman inside the fucking warehouse or whatever, or in the plant, but like a 3 on the road, you know, out in public. You're gonna fucking, bro, they get shit on a lot.
Now, I do believe part, if not a good part of it, but still a part of it, is because these trades that we're talking in are very male dominated in the first place. So when you get a woman in your construction zone, when you get a woman in your warehouse or whatever the fuck, you're gonna be like,
who are you? Yeah, baby. Yeah, you pick up that pallet.
yeah,
Yeah, you sexy ass. But, you know, fucking most of the time they got damn wives at home.
yeah.
And shit. They got
all
girlfriends
dyking.
and fucking babies and shit. And they're like, ooh, look at her. You know, she's wearing some loose ass jeans with some beaten ass fucking combat boots and a shirt. She's so sexy.
I tap that.
I tap that. You know, right?
She looks more of a man than I do.
Yeah. Most of the time they're ugly as hell, bro. Oh, shit. Okay. I would recommend manufacturing because it's rather simple to get into.
It's simple to get into. I recommend any sort of manufacturing job as a starting point.
If you don't want to deal with college right now and you want to get like a car and like an apartment and have like a little bit of money in your bank account, it's really not that bad. If you go to a place that works you 70 to 84 hours a week, you should probably quit because that's bullshit. A week, yes, bro. Yes, fucking Denzo was having people doing 84 hours a week.
You know, I've heard that just about from everybody else that's worked there. That's why I refuse to go there. That place is a shithole. Last ditch effort for me to get a job.
I was doing consistent 60-hour weeks. I had 400 hours of overtime last year. I was pisser than a goat, bro. I was madder than a mule in a fucking of overtime.
How were you getting time and a half?
Yeah, but still, you know, okay.
That's mandatory overtime.
Yeah,
though.
oh yeah, everything's fucking mandatory. My fucking the most bitterest fucking memory in my goddamn head. Okay, we come in at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Friday.
I'll shoot
on a Friday. We're supposed to have the weekend off. They're like, yeah, you know, you guys have the weekend off. You know, good job this week. And then at 9 o'clock a.m., 4 hours later, our fucking section leader walks out. He's like, you know, you guys have, you know, you have to work 10 hours tomorrow on Saturday. And we're like, dude, what, fool? What the fuck do you mean? How the fuck are you gonna oh yeah, dude.
I've heard that about Denzel a lot.
And Sundays, yeah, they say it's double time, but who the fuck wants to work on a Sunday?
Seriously.
If you're not like a server or like a fucking pastor, you want to be at home recuperating from the bullshit you've had to deal
Especially
with.
if you just worked that Saturday.
Fuck yeah! You know how many fucking Sundays
I need
I've
a
worked?
fucking beer and a nap.
The day I got hired on full time at Denzel, I worked 19 days in a row, 10-hour shifts without a day off. And then I fucking told my team leader, I was still in my probationary period. I was like, if this shit does not get any better, I'm fucking quitting at the beginning of the year. Okay? I do not want to be here this much. I fucking hate these car parts. I don't want to talk to you this damn much. This is horse shit. You know, either figure something out, get the fucking machines fixed so we can run, or I'm outie. I will move to Colorado.
Okay, so cut it right here because... Yeah, just cut it right here. But
What do you mean?
when I was in the... Just cut this part. Cut this little segment right here.
Okay.
But when I was in the military, I got in trouble one time. And I had to work 12-hour shifts 30 days straight.
That's bullshit.
30 days straight.
I fucking hate 12-hour shifts, dude.
30 days straight.
There's nothing
There
else.
was times where I went out. There was times where I went out and I went to some sort of fucking festival out in the middle of the street or whatever. I saw my supervisors and they're like, Thomas, what are you doing out here? I said, hey guys, I'll see you work in the morning.
Oh man.
And I'd show up, fucking bright-eyed and bushy, telling me like, what the fuck? You think your ass is really gonna stop me from enjoying
Like,
myself?
You know, you were licking the concrete about 4 hours ago. What the fuck are you doing here?
You made me come in.
Yeah, I'm a resilient young man. No,
That was back when I had a liver in it, life.
6 tabs of acid and then come to work the next day. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Let me do a quart of meth.
Okay, I'm drunk. Manufacturing is good for the person that doesn't want to deal with a lot of shit like me. So
Manufacturing's good for just a fucking 9 to 5. Go in, go out.
and make a little bit of money. So the next one, my boy here, he doesn't want to talk about it. This is our final segment of the whole podcast. This is actually going pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
It's fun. Yeah. You know, once we get the actual studio set up, it's gonna be a lot better. But this one is the military. The military? You mean shooting people in the head and killing them?
Now, I know a lot of y'all just got butt hurt right now because we got a bunch of libtards and snowflakes listening in.
Alex Jones for life.
Guess what?
What?
They're turning the frogs gay.
They're turning the frogs gay! Coward! I beat your goddamn ass, you son of a
Running
bitch!
down the road. Coward! You're a coward!
Okay, my head hurts. You can take over at this moment.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay, you can speak upon the military as much as you want. What? So. As he chugs whiskey.
Getting my old war stories here.
I'm being summoned. Hang on.
Alright. So, there are 2 ways about going to join the military. You can enlist, which enlistment starts as early as 17, but you can only enlist at 17 with your parental permission. Anything else? 18 and up. 18 and up, baby. Soon you can go die in a war, but you can't smoke a cigarette now. Ain't that great?
Oh yeah, that's a new law,
Yeah.
right? You can't buy cigarettes at 18.
Yeah.
What
Good
the
thing I'm almost 23. Fuck you, guys.
What the fuck is the point of waiting until 18 to like anymore in general? Why not just off yourself?
You know, back in our parents' days, you could drink at 18.
Yeah, that's how it is
Literally
in Germany.
back in the 90s.
That's how it is in Germany.
That is
right?
how it is in Germany.
That's the way to fucking run the government.
19 years old, I was in bars. Literal bars ordering Jaeger bombs and shit. Insane.
The alcohol is fucking great. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
It'd be even better if it was illegal so I could enjoy it more. It's like marijuana.
You know, we're not in a legal state.
Fuck legality. I think it's all stupid.
I have
the fact
never
that it's illegal in the first place blows my fucking mind.
Yeah,
If our first president can grow it,
that's a whole different That's a whole podcast. That's a whole different episode. Okay, the military. Elaborate.
So, there are two ways that you can go about joining the military. You can sign your life away at 18, or you can go to college and sign your life away after you graduate.
Either way, you're fucked. Basically.
Well, if you're an officer, it don't matter. If you're an officer, you get away with so much more shit.
No, you just yell at people all day.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
Anyways. Alright.
There's a lot of fuck-ups. Nah, I don't even want to say that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't like to mention about the military. Such as leadership playing favorites and blah, 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 blah. You know what? Cut all this shit because I don't want to be biased about it.
Okay. Wait.
Cool. So, the thing about the military is there is a couple of ways that you can go about joining. You can enter right out of high school, 17, 18 years old. 17 with your parents' permission.
Parents' permission.
Or you can just fucking sign at 18, don't matter. Or you can go to college, and the college route is one of the first ways that you can become an officer in the military. And depending on what college is what branch, I believe, it works the same way as the high school with JROTC. So, like, since Heritage was Air Force ROTC, when I joined the Air Force, I came in 2 ranks above everybody else. I was an E3. The military ranks go from E1 to E9 for enlisted, and O1 to O10 for officer. I don't know how it works for college ROTC. I'm pretty sure you come in as an O1 regardless.
Probably, because for officers.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which is second lieutenant. They call them butter bars because it's that gold bar they wear.
That's after you graduate, right?
That's after you graduate. You still have to pass your fucking classes. But, so yeah.
Ugh, shit.
So you've done all that. What was I saying before?
I'm drunk at this point.
Cool.
I don't even know where I am.
Cool. I got your belly.
Here's some notes.
Fucking note.
You were bumped up.
Yeah.
If you didn't join the Air Force,
bumping up. So, because I went to an Air Force JROTC in high school, when I joined the Air Force, see how that worked? See how that works? I went Air Force ROTC, I joined the Air Force. You'd be surprised. You would not believe how many people fuck that up. Like, they just don't. When you go to a certain branch's ROTC, you learn that branch's customs courtesies, how they do things.
Do you know what William Blunt is? Is it like Army or what?
Yeah, it is Army, I believe.
Army? Okay.
But, so yeah, since Air Force ROTC to the actual Air Force thing, the actual branch, once you graduate basic, when you are in basic, you make the same as everybody else in your flight. Everyone gets paid the same, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as you graduate, you start making your actual ranks pay. You actually get to sew on that rank. You graduated, you earned it, congratulations. But if I had taken that Air Force ROTC shit and tried to go into the Army or the Navy or something else, I would only be an E2.
JROTC.
JROTC. With officers, pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong if anybody knows any more than I do, because I never went through it, believe it or not.
In the comments.
I fucking went and enlisted. So, you know, fuck me, I know. But yeah, if I had gone to any other branch with that knowledge I had, they would have given me an E2 because I still had the knowledge of just general military shit, just not that actual branches, custom courtesies, and everything else. And so, let's see, what else is there?
There are other ways to become an officer after enlistment.
So, just because you didn't go to college and become an officer right out the gate doesn't mean that you can't become an officer afterwards. You can be recommended for things like OTS, which is Officer Training School. You can go to college while you're enlisted. Like, straight up, there's nothing stopping you. The Air Force has this thing called...
There's also the reserves, right?
There is the reserves and the guard, and we called them... I was active duty, so I actually went in. I didn't just get sent off to basic, then come straight back home. My ass got sent to fucking Texas, got sent to Virginia, got sent to Germany.
For 4 years? Almost?
I was 4 years altogether. I was in Germany for like 2.5.
It's still a while to be in a foreign-ass country.
Yeah.
Did you learn the German?
That's a Fick Dicht.
What is that?
Fuck you.
Is that it?
Yeah. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
What is that?
Do you speak German?
Was that your first, like...
Sprechen Sie English?
Speaking
a lot of Germans... The way Germany works in general... Sorry we're going off topic in this one, but I found this bit interesting. So, a way a lot of the actual world works is English is taught as a second language in those schools. Because English is the most popular language of the world.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No?
Mandarin, Chinese, English, and then Spanish.
Fuck Mandarin Chinese. It's not my fault that you guys have a population of 2 billion in one fucking city.
Sorry, I corrected you.
English is the second most popular
apparently
language in the world.
So outside of the one country in Asia, y'all know the ones I'm talking about. So the ones I can't stop fucking for the life of them, apparently.
So they teach it in German schools, correct? So most people know a little bit.
Not just German schools. They teach it in German schools. They teach it in French schools. They teach it all sorts of places.
All kinds of European schools.
Mandarin Chinese.
Which is allegedly the most popular language in the world.
Because they fucking cheated. If we just had more kids,
we'll become dominant in the language world. I'm gonna pass out. Sorry. Oh God, I shouldn't have laughed that hard. Anyways, what the fuck were you going on about?
Fuck the Chinese, that's why. I hate them. Besides your food, everything else you make is shit.
So you know that most people in Germany know a little bit of English.
Most people in Germany can communicate in English.
Anyways, where were we before this? I have no idea.
Fuck the
Chinese. Okay, anyways.
Okay, so... Most people in Germany, they can speak English. To a point. They're not going to sit there and talk to you like I'm talking to you, but they can get through a conversation.
A simple conversation, ask them where something is. Or you don't, you want to buy something.
Whereas, so I learned just enough of German to get me through. So, sprechen Sie English? Do you speak English? Yes, no. Okay, cool.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, partner?
Hey, baby, what you doing, man?
You got your dip, boy?
Y'all got any chewing tobacco around here?
They don't.
They don't?
They don't.
I mean, I guess you could chew on a cigarette.
It's very fucking hard to find dip outside of the U.S.
Well, I want snus. Outside of the U.S.
Outside?
You mean tell me them damn cowboys made that shit up. They
they started running that
plant. I'm gonna eat that shit. I'm gonna eat the tobacco plant.
I'm gonna eat it.
That shit tastes good. Ting. Too nice, motherfuckers.
Get you a mud jug.
A mud jug. Got a mud jug. Oh, hiccup.
You okay?
Okay, The entire bullshit music industry is a whole other podcast. Okay.
It's not like you already have, so what's the point?
We gotta find a way to finish this up.
I've got a 2-inch penis.
Anyways, so the military seems to have lots of different options.
I didn't even talk about half the shit. I didn't even talk about an eighth of the shit that there is in the military.
But basically,
the way the military works is they will give you all the training you need for your job. They will give you your housing. They will give you your clothing allowance. They will pay for literally everything you do. But
while teaching you
how to do your job and
life skills,
yes,
and how to respect authority.
But so like the way the housing works and everything is, you can live on base or you can live off base. If you're a single dude like this guy, so hi ladies. I know I ain't getting anyone after this, so
You might. Hell, you never know.
So if you're a single dude, your ass is probably living in the dormitories. You're gonna live in your fucking, if not with somebody else, you're gonna have your own room like I did, living next to. How old is that? Show that to the camera. That's gonna be.
This is me.
That's gonna be a fucking podcast.
I can't see it.
That's gonna be our podcast picture. The intro.
If I keep laughing, I'm gonna pass out. Real shit, my head hurts. I mean, if you see my head hit this desk, just ignore me. Don't call an ambulance. Whoa. Bro, call me an Uber. Fucking ambulance.
Hey, he needs to be taken to his house. All right, where's he live? Here.
Here, just bring him out and bring him back in.
Make him think he went somewhere so he'll go to bed.
Okay, where the hell are we at?
Well, alright.
You gain a lot of knowledge that you wouldn't normally get being a civilian.
Yes.
So
the way it is, so I went through a couple of different job titles. First, I went through EMT training, then I went into air transportation. The way the EMT training went, for instance, it wasn't exactly just EMT training. You were literally a nurse's assistant / EMT. So it was an entire associate's degree, at least, worth of
information.
So, an associate's degree, what, 2 or 3 years?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years worth of information condensed into 2 or 3 months.
That's the way I think it should be, anyways.
That's the way it is. It's
yeah. I mean, even regular associate's degrees.
Yeah.
2 years is excessive.
Yeah.
That's just a fucking.
But even still, you getting all that information thrown at you like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. So it's in a lot of ways, at least as far as the training part goes, it's just like college, if not a bit worse, since you do have a lot more to keep up with in a shorter amount of time.
And you get yelled at consistently.
Not after basic. It's not that bad.
Okay.
After basic, once you get into your actual branch, once you get into your shit, they still hold you to a higher standard. You are still the airman, sailor, marine, soldier, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. Faggot, I don't care. That's mostly for the Navy.
Bro, okay, shit. Okay, who am I? Okay, not to talk about my ex too much, but her grandfather apparently saw 26 nuclear bombs go off by being in the Air Force. Because he's old as hell. He has the fucking.
Was he testing them?
No. I mean, he was in. He has a talk box thing now, whatever. But he witnessed like 20 something fucking bombs go off.
Unless he was straight out one of the people testing them.
I mean, he was probably there, because after he got out of the military, he went straight to fucking Alcoa. Like aluminum plant as like, pretty high up and fucking retired from there too. So.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure he was involved somehow.
What I'm saying is, unless he was part of the actual testing of the nuclear bombs, I mean, the only 2 nuclear bombs that have ever actually been detonated in an act of war was the ones dropped by Enola Gay.
It's testing.
Little man, fat boy.
Well, yeah, testing. You know, because there's been a lot of tests.
Yeah.
And whatever. So.
I dropped that shit in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, and then, you know, the hills.
It literally turns the glass. It literally turns the sand into glass. That's how hot those bombs get. It's insane.
That's an entire other podcast too. Yeah. So I fucking love that shit.
Yes. I love nuclear shit.
I'm gonna shout out another podcast because it's just great. It's called Time Suck with Dan Cummins. If we ever get any views on this at all, you should go check him out considerably more than us because he posts a lot more and it's a lot better.
Go check out Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan,
he's fucking hilarious.
I've never even really. I mean, I saw his Alex Jones one.
Did you see the one with Maynard James Keenan?
No.
No?
He talked to the public?
Yeah, he was on his podcast.
Holy shit, that's cool.
That's a good one. You should watch that.
Okay.
He's talking about autistic kids, and he's like, you talk about the parents and everything, and you look at the kid, and you know, you obviously know you did something wrong there. Something went wrong in the process.
Oh, come on. Sometimes you can't help it.
He doesn't mean it like that. He's just talking about it in general. Like, yes, the kid is special, but there's a reason because of it.
Sometimes
you know how MJK is.
Yeah.
You know how
MJK was
Maynard James Keenan. Maynard.
He's out there.
You know how he is. Yeah. He's a very realistic person, but at the same time at the edge of the universe.
Yeah, but seriously, then
he's not doing it to make fun of anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, both people can be perfectly fine, but it just all depends on the embryonic fluid level.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. He doesn't mean it to
obviously
hurt
something
anybody
went
or piss
wrong.
anybody off.
Obviously something went wrong, but it's not their fault.
Yeah,
most of the time. You know, sometimes they're just fucking junkies, and it happens.
You know, if you're doing meth while pregnant, don't be surprised when your baby comes out looking like. That's fucked up.
Hey guys.
You wanna go play some baseball? I'm gonna go masturbate.
Okay, we gotta figure out how to fuck.
Alright, well. Looks like that's all we're gonna do for now. Fuck you guys. I hope we don't see you next time, but on the off chance we do.
Yeah, you know, if you decided to stick around this long, you know,
I applaud you.
You should probably comment why. What the fuck? But all these options are good if you do them correctly. And
take a drink that before we go off.
Okay, this is cheers to all the single parents.
All the single ladies. Bitch.
I know. Whatever you choose to do after you get off. Graduate high school.
You get off.
After that too. After you graduate high school, as long as it works for you, there's not really a wrong or right answer. Because this all depends on who you are as a person. It all depends on
what you want to do. It does all depend on what you want to do as a person and how much work you're willing to put into it. Yeah. But
I was a lazy ass.
Do not focus on one thing for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You keep your mind open and be reasonable about it and be willing to explore possible new things and new ideas.
Yeah. See, I am in manufacturing, but I have many a backup plan for jobs, and we're working on my music stuff. I'm working on streaming. I'm working on rap stuff. I'm about to be releasing a rap album and stuff. You just have to, you have to diversify your skill set as much as possible, just in case you need to. You may have like a comfy ass job that you're pretty confident that you're never gonna.
But if you're not happy at it, then what's the point?
Exactly.
In the first place?
If you're not enjoying it even slightly, then there's not really a point in pursuing it.
At the end of the day, it does come down to you.
But
even if you are studying underwater basket waving or feminist gender studies or whatever the fuck. I mean, as long as it makes you happy and you actually got a job out of it, who can really complain?
As long as it actually benefits you, then it's all Gucci. But if it doesn't benefit you, like
might want to reevaluate.
Yeah, you might want to go to like, be a doctor or like dental assistant.
Not even.
Or something.
You might want to go into manufacturing, get you an actual fucking job.
Yeah.
Not everything works out in everybody's favor, and that's just a fact of life.
I'm a very avid believer in that. So, yeah. So just do what you can.
But
do what you got to do to make shit work for you.
But either way, you guys stay cool. We'll see you next time. This has been the Girth Gang podcast.
This is our first one ever. I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was fun. I'm drunk, so.
All right, guys. Well, fuck you later. I won't talk to you.
Mwah.